Hello, my name is Berge, and I am one of the 4 artists whose work is featured at Coastal Contemporary Gallery in the exhibition entitled SCAPE, on view until November 30th, 2020 in Newport, Rhode Island. I want to share one of my paintings with you, Return to Cinder, which depicts the mailbox of the great American poet Robert Frost. This painting began here in Franconia, New Hampshire, at the Frost Place, which is the former home of Robert Frost and now a museum, which also hosts a poet in residence. I've wanted to paint this mailbox since I first saw it in 1998. And thinking about how I might approach it, I knew that I would paint it realistically. I see my work as existing within the great American tradition of landscape painting, which is typically realistic. Knowing that I would paint this subject from a middle distance, I began to think of it like a still life painted outside. However, the subject and my painting of it is also contemporary, so how to render this work through a 21st century lens? I remembered this painting, Dancer equals Propeller equals C, by the Italian futurist Gino Severini, on view in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Italian futurists were a group of modern artists from the early 20th century, who were inspired by the fragmenting planes of Cubism, which they saw as capturing the modern age of speed, technology, and progress, a perspective that resonates today. So I chose this diamond format to evoke that reality. And yet, the image that sits inside of that diamond shape, with its tapering and piercing points, is a picture of stillness and quiet observation. You see, I always paint from life, or en plein air, as the French say. The sustained presence of an artist before the motif is a unique experience. It requires him or her to still the ego and to draw in observations about the reality before them. This process causes an artist to learn new things, to realize that the dripping rust forms on the mailbox is from years of melting snow, that a daylily painted one afternoon will have expired on the next, or to capture a small daisy that pushes up from the ground. Today, the United States Postal Service, a cherished institution, is considered antiquated by some, and yet it connects villages, cities, and people across the vast American landscape. In this painting, Frost's rusting, decommissioned mailbox is emblematic of a way of life at a crossroads and in need of renewal. Even the title, Return to Cinder, poses questions. Are we sending something back that we feel we no longer need? Or are we acknowledging that even in a world of change, we must return to nature, return to poetry, and return to personal human connection? Thank you, and I hope that you can see the exhibition.